Hi guys, welcome back to Enough is Enough. XR Troika here, and today we're going to be going through Finka Operator Guide 101. Going to be running you through her ability, all the weapons that she's got, and how to play it, and how best to get the most out of her. A couple of things that are mentioned in the little tooltip as well, so stick with us. Finka's a fantastic operator. She's one of two attacking operators that are coming out in Operation Chimera, and I think that she's going to be the better one of the two. So make sure you stick around to the end to see it all. There's going to be tips and tricks throughout the whole video. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so in the operator screen for Finka now, going to go down to the details and statistics straight away. You can see that her unique ability is called the Adrenal Surge, and these are going to be nanobots that give the team a brief gain in hit points and revive allies in a down but not out state. This is going to work as like a global buff. One thing it doesn't mention there in that little description is the decrease in recoil that she provides, which is absolutely amazing. That's probably the best thing about her, if I'm being honest. We'll go into that in just a moment. We can also see there that she's going to be a 2-speed, 2 armor, so really nice balanced operator. In the bio, we can see that her name is Lyra Melinvikova. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Nickname going to be Finka, and she's going to come out of Belarus. So into the loadout now, and let's have a look at what she's got. Obviously, she's going to be part of the Spetsnaz group, so she's going to have all the Russian optics, which, you know, some people like them, some people don't. I don't think they're that bad at all. Going straight into the spear, this is going to be the primary assault rifle. So if we're going to go into the damage of that, you can see the damage 38, fire rate 780, and capacity 30. There is actually a little 30 written on the magazine as well, which I think is quite cool. And the camo that I've got on it at the moment is the hemorrhage. That's in the outbreak packs, and I think that's probably one of the best camos that they've released in there. So sights that are available, we've got all the usual ones that you would expect. I prefer running it with the reflex. Not too keen on the hollow in the Russian format, if you will. Really think the reflex provides the best sort of real estate on the, least real estate on the screen for the best view. Usual setup: flash hider, vertical grip. Don't really bother with the underbarrel, and a cool little parasite charm there that I got in the outbreak packs as well. Moving on to the LMG. This is the 6P41 light machine gun. 100 rounds in the mag. You can see there. Damage 47, fire rate 680. And coupled with the recoil reduction, like we've been saying, when she activates her ability, it provides a global recoil reduction for the whole team. This is a really cool weapon to use, purely because you don't have to reload it, and it's an absolute laser. So going into the sights again, same story. Again, prefer the reflex. Don't really run anything else. Flash hider, vertical grip. Flash hider pretty important for this because obviously the LMG is going to create quite a large sort of muzzle flash at the end, with it being so powerful and stuff. So flash hider really helps out. And the other option you got is a suppressor, so it's a bit of a no-brainer really. And this one's running the retro steel, which again is something out of the outbreak packs. Really cool camo. So go down to the gadgets, and you can see that we can either have breaching charges or stun grenades. So that's going to be the operator screen for Finka. We're going to go back to some gameplay now, and we're going to show you the recoil reduction. Okay, so we're going to do some straight up recoil comparisons here. One's with the Adrenal Surge turned off, and one's with the Adrenal Surge turned on. So you can see here we're starting off with the spear. Recoil exactly as you'd expect for an assault rifle, pretty much straight up, slightly to the right. However, when you activate the Adrenal Surge, you can see there that the bullets are super close together. And in the first spray without it, you can see how much of a gap there is in between the bullets. And in the sprays with it, you can certainly see that the bullets are pretty much touching each other. So this recoil is almost, it's pretty much reduced by half, I'd say. And it makes it super easy to control. Even for me, I don't really play PC that much. My aim's, I'm just starting out, so my aim's getting there. But even for me, it's relatively easy to control the recoil with this ability turned on. Going to do a slightly longer range test there, and you can see even at a range, I think that's about 22 meters, that corridor. Even at that sort of distance, the recoil reduction is substantial. Moving into the 6P41 LMG, as you'd expect, the recoil from this, absolute loads of it. And you can see there that I'm just sort of getting to the max recoil and doing another spray. The recoil in that is obviously as you'd expect from an LMG. However, when you activate the Adrenal Surge, it turns it into an absolute laser. And you can see there that the bullets again are pretty much touching each other, and they're just going up in a straight single line. So this weapon's going to be great. I've had a lot of fun with this weapon on Outbreak so far. Using it in conjunction with the ability obviously gives you the recoil reduction. You don't need to reload so often because you've got 100 rounds in the magazine. So for Outbreak, I'd certainly recommend this setup with the LMG. I think that's one of the better ones to go for. You can see they're doing a little bit of messing around, trying to get a really tight spread by controlling the recoil, and it is possible. You know, that sort of recoil reduction is what you'd expect to see on an assault rifle. Moving on to probably one of the more interesting ones is the SASG-12 shotgun. This one really surprised me. This is obviously a semi-automatic shotgun, so you can see the first spread of absolutely all over the place, recoil just throwing it straight up. However, when you activate the Adrenal Surge whilst using the semi-auto shotgun, you can see that the crosshairs on the screen are pretty much the limit of your recoil. All of the pellets out of the shot go within that, and this was something that I was absolutely blown away with when I saw it. I couldn't believe how accurate it was. For rushes at the last minute, this is going to be an absolutely brilliant tactic. Activating your Adrenaline Surge, close quarters combat, you're going to get loads and loads of kills with that just purely because you've got absolutely zero recoil. Another one that's going to be really powerful is the pistol. You can see there that with the Adrenal Surge activated, there's almost no recoil on the pistol, and we're going to go upstairs and do the 22-meter corridor again. Even at that range, you can see that the pistol is absolute single hole. This is going to be great, again, for those last-minute pushes, maybe when you've run out of ammunition. It certainly makes running the shotgun and the pistol viable if you're wise with how you use your Adrenal Surge charges. So we're going to jump now into reviving a down but not out teammate. So you can see there Ace Pyrite has been kindly downed by Rambino. Shout out to Rambino for helping us out with it. And you can see there that remotely, by detonating the Adrenal Surge, I was able to pick him up. He will pick up at 25 health, and the health after 20 seconds will decrease down to 5 health. Everyone gets the plus 20 health when the ability is activated. That's a global buff to everybody. And then any down but not out teammates will receive 25 health. After 20 seconds, that health will then drop back down to 5. Obviously, during the time that the Adrenal Surge is up, for those 20 seconds, that's how long it lasts for. Everyone on the attacking team gets the recoil reduction benefit, and everyone gets the plus 20 health. So we've looked at all the benefits of Finka, and we've looked at the things that she's really good at. Now we're going to be some of the drawbacks. The first thing that we're going to look at is how quickly you get killed by a smoke grenade. So I'm just going to be planting the diffuser, because obviously this is a situation that a lot of people are going to find themselves in. Without the Adrenal Surge activated, it takes just under 6 seconds to die from a smoke grenade. You can see there with the Adrenal Surge activated, it takes a really short amount of time. Don't quite get to 3 seconds. I imagine it is 3 seconds. So you're taking about 30 damage per tick off a smoke grenade. So this is going to mean that Finka's going to have to be used in really carefully planned out situations where you're not sort of going to be exposed to smoke or anything like that that's going to put you at a disadvantage when it's activated. So communication is certainly going to be the key. That aside, we're going to see something else that counters Finka relatively easily, and that is a Legion Goo Mine. If you step on any Legion Goo Mine whilst you've got your Adrenal Surge activated, you are going to lose that Adrenal Surge. The whole team still has the Adrenal Surge, it's only whoever steps on the Goo Mine individually that will lose it. However, it happens straight away, and you've still got to take the Goo Mine out, and even after you've taken it out, it doesn't come back. So that's something to worth bearing in mind. And lastly, one thing quickly to touch on is I believe that you go through barbed wire a little bit quicker. I've not actually done any testing on this, just kind of eyeballed it, and I've got the footage on screen so you can have a look and see what you think yourself. But I do think that you just run through barbed wire just a little bit quicker. You don't get any of that sort of hard screen shake that you do when you run through barbed wire without the ability activated. Also worth noting, flick back and watch the recoil section again. I think that the reload time is a little bit reduced as well. Again, not really done any hand testing on this. Those are two things that were just sort of observations of mine. I think you reload a little bit quicker, and I think that you run through barbed wire a little bit quicker as well. So the question on everybody's lips is, which operator should you buy if you can only afford one at the moment? I would personally buy Finka. I certainly don't think that either operator is too overpowered at this stage. I know we've got wall hacks, and I know we've got decreased recoil and increased health. However, communication really is going to be the key. You're not going to be as successful with these operators solo as you would be with other operators in the game. That's why they're quite powerful. A lot of people are coming out saying they're a little bit OP. However, I believe that unless they're used with good communication, which is obviously what the developers are after. That aside, Legion and Smoke are certainly going to be two operators that I'm going to be looking to have in my teams a little bit more regularly now, just to be able to counter this new ability. But with that said, that's going to wrap it up today for Finka. I hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to have loads more videos coming out when Operation Chimera goes live. So if you like the video, leave a like. We've had some really good support on the channel recently, and we're growing every single day, so I really want to thank everyone for that. If you've not already, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest uploads that we're going to bring you, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.